Alright, this morning actually we're going to make some Italian bread, but the simplified version with stuff you must have in your house. If you don't have this, you're not making bread. There are millions of ways to do bread. You can do it with a starter, like a proper traditional is going to be with a starter, but it takes like 2 to 3 days to get ready to start making bread. I reckon if you're watching this video, you don't want to wait 2 or 3 days, so we're going to do it with yeast, the easy way. So it's very, very simple. You need your mixer, you need a hook. You can do this by hand as well in smaller quantities, but because I own restaurants, I need more quantities. So then after that, you're going to need 2 kilos of flour, 48 grams of yeast, 8 grams of salt, and 1,200 milliliters of water. So we're going to start like this. We're going to put our water inside the bowl. Then we're going to put our yeast. Now we want to see our yeast bubble a little bit. So while it's doing that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit. I want to talk to that person there who always complains, always nagging, is probably screaming at his TV right now. So like, this is not how you make bread. Well, there are millions of ways to do bread. That's only one of them. If you don't like the way I do it, close your TV or go watch a cat video. All right, so you see here our yeast is bubbling inside, so it's ready to go. So next what we're going to do is put 1.5 cups of butter. One stick is 1/2 cup, so there you go. 1.5 sticks should be enough. Trim it a little bit, put it back inside, in the water. There you go. Then we're gonna add our flour to the mix. There you go, put it all in, it doesn't matter. Then put your salt at the end because you don't want your yeast and your salt to be in contact too fast, otherwise it's gonna deactivate the yeast. So here we go, 8 grams of salt. Now if you follow me, we're gonna put this on the mixer, down here. I'm going to put the hook in. There you go. And then we're going to go on low speed for about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes or until it's a nice uniform texture. So while we're doing this, we're going to do something else. We're going to take a little pause and then come back when this is done for the next step. Thank you. Alright, in this part 2, now it's already mixed. It's all homogenized. It's perfect. We're going to put it in another container here. Then we're going to put a little bit of a plastic wrap on top just to make sure it doesn't dry up. And here's the shortcut. You don't need a bread making machine to make bread. You don't need to leave your bread in a warm temperature in the corner of your house. What you can do is set up your oven at the lowest temperature possible. That way when you put it in, the yeast is going to activate a little bit more and it's going to rise faster. I reckon like 10 to 15 minutes we will almost double in size. So I'm going to put it in the oven now, and I'll get back to you as soon as it's done. Now, as you can see, we have doubled in size, or almost doubled in size. Is good enough. Now we're going to portion. Let's see here. Go. Take it out. Now, at home you don't need to do this, but because for me, I sell my bread, so I need to make sure the portions are perfect. So my small bread is going to be at 200 grams. Let's see, okay, 200 grams. What we want to do is massage it a little bit. We want to get the air out of it. So you just go a few times, twist, turn, twist, turn, twist, turn. Then we're going to make a ball with it. See this? It's going to be a small bread. So we put it here. Now I also have another size which is a 400 grams. We're almost there, 390, 400. And again, il faut pétrir le pain. So you see I'm getting the air out. Because after that we're going to let it rise again for a final shape. So again we're going to make a ball. Yep, there you go. So that's a 400 gram. So I still have a lot to do, so I'm going to do some more and I'll come back to you when it's finished. I'll show you exactly what we're going to do, okay? See you. Alright, so we're almost finished here. I'm going to finish these two. You'll remember a small portion, 200, big portion, 400. You can also just put them in a mold and make like a normal Italian bread. You can make slices and stuff like that. So here we go. Now, before the next step, we have some olive oil, a little brush. What we're going to do is brush them a little bit, just to give them good flavor and a nice color too. There you go. It doesn't have to be like perfectly, just, you know, just do your best. go. Go. We have one more small one. Here we got a big one. Try to use good virgin oil, good quality, you know, otherwise if you use cheap oil, the flavor is going to taste a little bit cheap. So now what we're going to do is going to wrap these. So, clean wrap. Just let it loose on top. We just want to make sure it doesn't dry up in the oven. There we go, there's one. Second one. So now it's going to go back in the oven at the lowest temperature for the final rise of the bread. Then when it comes out, we're going to finish the prep and put it for cooking. So back in the oven, see you in a second. All right, we're back. So you see the bread now has risen again. So now it's perfect. It's time to put the final touch on it. So what I like to do with a small one, I just make one incision on top, about 1 centimeter dip. There you go. There you go. It's not very hard, complicated. Just make a slice in it with something very, very, very sharp. Otherwise, the bread is gonna, if it's too heavy, the bread's gonna fall down back on itself. So for this one, I made a slice. For the bigger one, I like to make a turtle shell. So there you go. Turtle. Just do like this, and then like this. One more time. There we go. There we go. One more. There you go. And now we're gonna put some flour on top of it. Just spray. There you go. A little bit more. There you go. There you go. Now I have preheated the oven at 200 Fahrenheit, so we're gonna put it inside. It's going to take about 20 minutes to be ready. I'll show you how to tell when it's ready or not. So I'll catch you in a second. Alright, so let's check our bread. That looks pretty good. Let's see the other one. So, now, if you want to know if your bread is ready or not, you're going to lift it up and you're going to snap it. If it sounds hollow, it means it's ready. Let's check the other one here. Let's grab another one. There you go. It's all perfect. Let's cut one up and see what's up. Alright. There you go. Look at that. Woohoo! Crispy on the outside. That's delicious. Now it's very easy to make. It's just time consuming basically. All you have to do, the recipe is very easy, but it's the raising, the massaging, the raising, the folding, and then the cooking. So all in all, it took us about an hour and a half to have this done. You can make small portion or big portion, it's the same time. You can also freeze the bread after. You don't have to like eat it all at once, so make it worth your while. So anyway, that's that for that, and I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.